doing?
Sloan, what's up, my dude?
What is up?
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, man. Alp, thank you for coming in and spending some time with us. And right off the bat, we see your name, obviously, Sloan. Do you ever get comfortable people calling you Sloan or Dayglow when it goes back and forth?
Either or. Something that started to happen lately is people are addressing me as Mr. Glow. So I've been kind of rolling with that lately. But
I like it.
Either works. They're synonymous.
Because that was going to be my first thing. I'm like, do I call you Dayglow or Sloan? But then I see Sloan pop up, and I'm like,
whatever you prefer.
We're friends, I think. We could be friends.
We're best friends now.
Yeah.
We're the three best friends that anyone can have.
So where are you at? It looks pretty nice there.
I'm in my studio. So yeah, I'm in Southern California currently, and in my studio. So yeah, the songs you've heard so far were recorded in here.
Does the California lifestyle ever get comfortable for you being from Texas?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, California can be pretty notorious weather-wise for being comfortable. So it was easy to sink into that. Although the like June gloom thing is it's pretty legit. It's been the sun hasn't been out all day until you guys called. So
what did you say, the June gloom?
Oh yeah. So in California on the coast, like June gloom is basically like May, June, and some July, where it's just like foggy all day. The sun doesn't come out. So
we're like in 8 months in Wisconsin. So we barely get any sun, you know. We're lucky
it's
for
a
anything.
funny thing to like act dramatic about, but
what part of Texas?
Do you ever get comfortable people giving, throwing out names to like indie pop innovator or indie pop wonderkind? Like, does that ever get comfortable?
I don't know. I mean, it's obviously high praise, and I'm learning lately in my life how to take high praise and just like maybe accept the love that I'm getting. So like if people call me that, I'll be like, all right, I guess that's what you think I am. So I don't know. I mean, I love making music, and this is what I love to do. So the fact that people like it is awesome.
What did you think like at first when you first started hearing that stuff? Was it like, yeah, okay, or was it like, oh God, pressure?
Probably more pressure. Yeah, I tend to be like way more critical of myself, and like I'm definitely a perfectionist. So yeah, I think it's something I'm learning recently to just like, be like, thank you.
How do you even learn? Because your song is a little bit about that too, about being a perfectionist. And I wouldn't even know, because I would say I kind of am too, especially when it comes to projects and stuff. Yeah. And I think I suffer with it. Like, how do you start to be like, it's good, chill?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I started going to therapy. I've been like just doing more mental health and physical stuff. Like I started lifting weights, which I'm like, that's something I never would have wanted to do. And I think is kind of funny to just like lean into that gym bro life. But it's been good. Just like, I don't know, like learning to take care of myself in that regard. But I don't know. It's all a journey. I'm figuring it out as I go.
What do you listen to when you lift weights? I'm curious because I'm sometimes I'll go through phases of like podcasts, like rock music. Right now I'm like 90s pop music. It's so weird.
I'm more of a podcast guy, I think. I try like I've started to do like some runs here and there as well. And I try to do silence. That's my main goal.
Ooh.
Like,
that's nothing. The worst, man. Just you running with your own thoughts going.
No, talking to two radio people. That's like, no way. But
exactly.
So the process now with this new music that you're making, you talked about just kind of being, I guess, sort of looser, working out, doing different things. Has that influenced your music at all in any way, shape, or form? has it changed your approach?
Um, Man, that's a good question. Like, I definitely with this next record, which I can say now, I announced today that I have a new album coming, and it's self-titled. And so I think a lot of my life lately has been a lot of just like rethinking the way that I'm doing things, and more just like, what am I doing this for? Like, what is Dayglow and why does Dayglow exist? And I think I have a much better understanding of what that is. And I think I'm rolling into that new season.
When does the album drop?
Um, I honestly, I'm not even kidding you. I don't know. I don't know the day. But I think it's in the next couple months. I'm announcing the release date soon, but people can like pre-save it soon and stuff. But
awesome.
Do you have any pressure for that album at all? I mean, like, considering how the other records performed, US and Canada, are you feeling it with this one at all?
I definitely could feel pressure if I went to that part in my brain. But I think more than anything, I'm just like really excited to see what happens. And like, I'm excited to be on the road again and like be out there and just like be present. Because I think the past 3 albums that I've done, I haven't been like, it's funny because like watching it from the outside, people are probably thinking like, "Oh, this has been awesome and like so creative," but I just haven't like caught up to what's even happening. Like I'm still 24, and I feel like
that's it.
I'm 24. I know.
I mean, I just assumed. I mean, not like you look it, but I just would assume just from knowing your music for a while that you're probably like 30. That's crazy.
Yeah. Whoa, man.
I said you did look it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think like I am still growing up, and I just didn't really take advantage of that and like be present. I was so worried about like, making this last and like making sure I'm not like this one hit wonder or something. And now I've kind of let go of that fear of just like doing what I want to do. So,
one hit wonders then, because this is a question I like to ask. What is your favorite one hit wonder song?
Oh man. Let me think.
I'm in this 90s, like I said, this 90s pop thing now. Mm-hmm. And the first thing that came into my head was the Cardigans' Love Fool.
Great song.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Nice. That is a good song. I love that scene in The Office. With, love me. Yeah. Man, I'm trying to think. The first thing that came to my mind, which isn't really true, is Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. But it's not really a one hit. That's just a big song.
Yeah.
Right.
But, I don't know.
All right.
Eddie, I'll go with the question, bro.
It is. Because I've been thinking about that a lot lately, too.
What's your favorite one hit wonder, Eddie?
It's got to be Story of a Girl, right? 9 Days. I can't think of any other song that it was a fun little pop hit back in the day. No? All right. Well, you do you, I do me.
No, Sloan, can we talk about your music videos?
Sure.
They're hilarious. And that's a level of creativity my brain doesn't have. Like, what do you think of when you're trying to put together a music video? Because they're all unique in their own, just almost like fever dream kind of ways.
Yeah. Thank you. I don't know. Like, I love music videos, and I usually will sit with a song for a really long time and try to think of the biggest idea with the lowest budget. I think that's always my challenge, is like, what can I achieve with the least amount of like necessary budget and like, lighting and all those things. So that's just kind of where my brain goes first. But yeah, I'm glad you like the videos.
Yeah, they're because they like you said, they do look like when you make these, do you make them? Do you have a team of people? Because again, it's that vibe where it's so fever dreamish, it's
Yeah.
hard to tell. And I in a good way.
Yeah, my most recent video for Every Little Thing I Say I Do, I directed and edited it myself. And I had like, a DP and like a producer and everybody there. But yeah, I had a clipboard and I was like directing it. And that was my first time working with like a crew in a studio. But everything to some degree still requires a team, but I like my teams to be small. Yeah.
Was that all self-taught? Because I read somewhere that you taught yourself GarageBand back in the day to
Yeah.
get into music. So now video editing too, like all self-taught, or did you have somebody coaching you throughout the process?
It's just self-taught. Yeah. I mean, I just kind of know a little bit of how to work myself around, what's it called? Final Cut. That's what I used. And in my music, I mix myself as well. So that one,
Really?
yeah, what you're hearing, like, there's no radio edit or anything. It's like I mixed it. So
That's awesome. The less cooks in the kitchen, the better in a lot of cases. You get too many creative minds going and you just spiral in circles.
yeah, yeah. And it's something I go back and forth about. I'm like, is this something I need to figure out? Like I need to start letting people in, but then I think it's really special in our day and age, like for people to know where something's coming from and like you can trust what it is. And so Dayglow, I think, is really special in that way that like when people hear it, they can know that, there wasn't like this round table of industry people that were like, how's this going to go viral and do the thing? It's like literally just from me to you.
Like, have you had that kind of interaction with record labels where you bring them a song, this is the way you like it, this is the way you play it, this is the way people like it, and then they're like, all right, less drums here, more guitar here, let's change the whole way you sing this part. Have you had that?
No, not really. I mean, with this record as well too, I just signed to Mercury Records. So it's kind of like my first record deal. I was working with this like distribution group called AWOL, and them it was like just complete freedom. And with Mercury, it's pretty much the same thing. Like they're fully supporting what I'm doing, and obviously let me edit the video myself too. So.
So when you create something, do you have a go-to person that you go, you got to hear this? What do you tell me what you think? There's that one person that you totally trust.
I need to find them because that'd be helpful. It tends to be pretty scary to put things out, but I don't know.
We're absolutely available anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're telling me you'll drop a song without bouncing it off like a solid mentor or best friend?
I have like my managers and like my friends will kind of hear songs, but I don't know. Maybe I just trust my own judgment too much. But
I mean, it works, but I would be like, but then also it goes to the too many cooks in the kitchen thing where someone says this, someone says that, and now you're more confused than ever.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely not one way of doing things, like I think when people work on a team, it can be really awesome if you have the right team, and who knows, maybe eventually Dayglow will be like a big team. It's just I'm picky, so
Perfectionist.
That's healthy though, because you know what you like, you know what you want, and you get to create it. Versus me and my brain, I'll be like, oh, I don't know, second guess it, and then I never get anything done. So that makes sense.
No, yeah, that's how I am too. With it's always all right. I'm finished. Let me go back. All right, I can change this. I've listened to it 200 times. I'll change this. I'm the worst creative person ever. So.
Sloan, Dayglow, thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy. You're working on music. We really appreciate it. Can't wait to hear the news about when it actually drops. Can't wait to get my hands on it. Can't wait to hear it because we're off to a great start with a single. Congratulations. We're looking forward to it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me. This was awesome.
Absolutely, Sloan, and good luck with the album. And hopefully we'll see you in Wisconsin sometime soon, huh?
All right. I'll see you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Sloan. See you, man.